Good morning, everyone. This is Tim Wilmot speaking from Wizard Systems. Thanks for joining me today for GoldMine 101, our regular series of GoldMine presentations. And this morning I'm going to focus more on the Referrals tab, the Referrals feature of GoldMine. Now, this presentation will be about a quarter of an hour or so. It's just an overview of this feature. It's not meant to be in-depth training. My company, Wizard Systems, offer many extensive training options should you need them. Now, on the call today, we've got people using all sorts of different versions of GoldMine. Pretty much the referrals feature relates to all different versions. So whatever I'm showing you here relates to whatever release you're using. Now, the audio part of this presentation is one way only. If you've got any questions, please type those into the question box in your meeting control panel, and I'll do my best to answer those at the end. It's probably best to type them in as soon as you think of them rather than waiting to the last minute. Also, at the end of the session, I'll be giving you an update on any GoldMine product news as well for your information. Now, this session is being recorded. After the presentation, you'll receive an email with the link to the recording, and you can share that with your colleagues, and we'll post up on our YouTube channel as well. Okay, so let's get started. As I normally do, I briefly mention my company. There are a few people that are fresh to Wizard Systems on the call this morning. So we are a leading supplier of GoldMine worldwide. We've been doing it a long time. We've implemented well over 3,000 different implementations of GoldMine, mainly in the UK, but further afield as well. And we provide all the services around GoldMine: implementation, consultancy, training, and we've got a nice friendly help desk support service as well should you get stuck. Okay, so let's look at the Referrals tab feature in a little bit more detail. So here we are, an up-to-date version of GoldMine, and against your contact record, here's this Referrals tab. Now, this has been in GoldMine since the beginning of time, and to some extent might have been superseded by the organization tree or the relationship tree feature of GoldMine. But think of this as a simple way of linking two records together and describing the relationship between those two contact records. Remember, the base record, the base unit of information in GoldMine is a contact record. So here's our contact record. And on that Referrals tab, we can see 3 referrals, 3 I've created earlier. And we have, of course, the name of the contact record we're linked to, some kind of date information, the name of the GoldMine user there. But importantly, on the left-hand side here, we've got the nature of the relationship. So this might be a supplier, this might be the customer or client. I can now double click on this row, and that would take me, it's a two-way street, this would take me to that particular customer record. Likewise, of course, we can see the relationship backwards. So again, I can double click to return to the original record. Now, this referrals feature could also be used if in your company, if you pass out leads to agents or other salespeople or other records in your GoldMine system, and you want to record, imagine that this was a lead and we want to track who the leads were allocated to, then this is an example here. So I can see here that Wizard Systems was a lead. I can double click on this and jump backwards and forwards between the two. Now also you can then, in a lead allocation scenario, you can then, if you wish to, utilize some slightly hidden fields for tracking the status of this lead. So if I just right click over this referral record, and from the local menu there, select Edit. Up comes the properties of this referral record. But if I click on the Status tab here, these are the kind of status options I'm referring to. So particularly relevant for lead allocation, lead distribution. Now, unfortunately, you can't change these, but they might be relevant to your business process and the way that you allocate leads out. So if you were maybe phoning ABC and you wanted to find out the status of the Wizard Systems lead, you could be then going through this, and you can report on this information as well and update those figures as you go through there. Just while we're looking at this properties window, you do also have the audit tab there. As you have with most records in GoldMine, you've got the record, you've got a record of the person that created it, date and time, and also the name of the person, date and time when it was last tinkered with. So that's that last update section there. To create a new referral, it's very straightforward. You just right click here and select new. You then bring up the contact search center where of course you're searching for another record, but you can type in some word or phrase here. Let's just go back to say company, and let's do a search for a company beginning with F for speed, and select a record to refer it to. Here's those two boxes, the referral to and the referral from relationship, and they can be different on both sides, of course. So I could select a lead there, and I could select recommended purchase there. You'll see that when you jump to those two records, the slight difference in description of the relationship between the two. So there we are. That's the referral feature. Think of it as a very simple way of linking records together, and a simple way, but obviously the relationship tree feature, which we will most likely cover in a future presentation, is a more elegant, more sophisticated way of describing more like a spider's web of relationships. This is just a simple two-way relationship here, and that referrals feature is ideal for that. Okay, as I normally do, I now open up our session to any questions that you may have. So locate your question section, please, on your meeting control panel, and I'll do my best to answer any questions you've got. So first question from Haley: when will you be covering the relationship tree feature? Probably in the next few weeks, Haley. Just stay tuned. We do circulate a lot of these topics, so just watch out for our invitation email to you. Next question from Tom: can you edit a link after creating it? Yes, you can, Tom. You just click on the link, right click and edit it, and of course you can delete that link as well. Okay, I don't think there's any more questions coming through. So, another question from Chris: are you able to report on referrals? Yes, you are, Chris, either through the report writer in GoldMine or with Crystal Reports, or indeed with dashboards as well. So yes, you can, Chris. Okay, so just a quick summary. Referrals in a simple way of linking records together, great for lead distribution, but remember also the more sophisticated relationship tree feature that's available in all up-to-date versions of GoldMine. Just a bit more information on some product news. We have with GoldMine Premium, our latest release of GoldMine Premium is 2015 and Hotfix 5. So these hotfixes come out every month with updates to the application, and if you've got a maintenance contract, you get access to all of these hotfixes, and they're very easy to apply to your GoldMine system. Quite a few people have been asking us about Windows 10 and Office 2016 compatibility recently on the help desk. Well, the news on Windows 10 is that this will be available in the next major release, next major update of GoldMine, which is due for November this year. So stay tuned for that. As regards Office 2016, so this is where, of course, with GoldMine, you can link it to Word, Excel, and Outlook. At the moment, there's no plans or no information from GoldMine on the compatibility. It will inevitably come, rest assured, but we don't actually have any dates there. So if the integration, if you're using GoldMine's integration with Word, Excel, or Outlook, just be a bit careful on any upgrades to 2016 within your company. Also, we've got a GoldMine introduction training course on 20th of October, 1 or 2 places left on that, so please contact us, great for new starters. And as always, if you've got any suggestions for future topics, please email me, Tim Wilmot. My email address is tim@wizard-systems.com, and I very much look forward to hearing from you. If there's any late questions coming in, then I can cover those by email after the session. Thanks very much indeed for your time, and we look forward to speaking to you again. Thank you.